Yes, boys, I hope you're all good. Welcome to my first ever settings video on this channel. This is going to show how to get the best FPS whilst keeping quality. So I hope you enjoy, boys. Right, boys, so starting from the graphics setting. So it's full screen display mode. Display resolution, you want it as your monitor's what your monitor's highest resolution is, so 1920 1080. I'm going to select your monitor. And then select your refresh rate. Make sure that in the Nvidia control panel that you are on the right refresh rate, because I know a lot of people are using say 60 when they have like a 240 hertz monitor, which is crazy to me. I turn VSync, both VSyncs off. The frame rate limit doesn't really matter, to be honest. I just keep it on full. I put 60 in the menus. Scroll down, HDR off, focus mode off. Display adapter, make sure your graphics card's selected there. And then this last setting does affect FPS quite a bit actually, so make sure on-demand texture streaming is turned off. If we go to the quality bit, so make sure your render resolution is set to 100. I know that some people with like 3070s, 3080s, you could probably push it to around 120 to keep it a bit more sharper, but it's not really worth it, to be honest. Dynamic resolution off. Texture resolution very low. Texture filter anisotropic medium. Particle level quality medium. Particle resolution low. Bullet impact and sprays on. Shader quality low. Tessellation off. Level of detail distance range long. And these two, I think this just like, it just makes the game look better at a distance and less blurry, so I'd keep them at high. Flutter draw distance is at a low. Volume, fucking hell boys. Volumetric quality levels low. Screen space shadows off. Shadow matte resolution very low. Sun shadow cascades low. Cache sun shadows and cache spot shadows, I want to keep them both on. Spot cache size very low. Spot shadow quality low. Particle lighting low. Ambient occlusion off. And screen space reflection off. This is the field of view tab now. So you want, this is your preference really. I play 105. I feel like it's not too zoomed in, it's not too zoomed out, so people are flying across your screen with bloody shotguns. Keep this at 50%, or it was at 75 normal actually. I'd keep it at 50 because you're gonna just be shaking around like mad. Make sure these two are off because this makes your game look dreadful. Then I have Nvidia Reflex low latency on plus boost. I'm not really sure about this one, to be honest, because I've played with it on and off and I've not really seen much of a difference, so yeah. Then my audio tab, I have master volume at 100. I don't really care about dialogue volume, if I'm honest. I have a hit mark sound effects Vanguard. That doesn't really matter that bit. I've started using night mode instead of home theater. I have seen a lot of people using home theater, but I feel like night mode you can hear a lot more footsteps. So yeah, I've rate giving that a try. Mono audio off. Make sure your headset's selected and not like the party chat one, because that'll make the audio sound pretty terrible. So boys, it's my controller settings now. Start off with a stick sensitivity, which is 8.8. I find it's quite easy to center when you're on a low sensitivity compared to when it's on like 15. I don't know how people control their recoil on that. Custom sensitivity I have turned off. You can put this down to like 0.7, 0.8 to keep your stick zoom quite slow. Button layout preset, I use tactical flip. Flipped is just, it's a no-brainer. It's got to be flipped. So much quicker, I feel, unless you've got like digital tap triggers or the trigger stops from Scuff or Battle Beaver, either one. Vertical aim, fort vertical aim, ground vehicles, air vehicles, all standard. Aim response curve type. This is a big one. Make sure this is dynamic. I know a lot of pros use this one. Controller vibration off. Weapon fire threshold off. ADS sensitivity, transition timing, gradual. I've never tried any of the other two, so I'm not too sure on that. This steady aims 1. You can skip them. That's just southpaw, which I don't think anyone's really going to use. Controller orientation. I'm not sure what this one means, to be honest. So if anyone has any information on it, let me know in the comments. ADS stick swap off. These 2 dead zones for the triggers, make sure they're at 0, because if they're at like 10, you will get some sort of delay when trying to fire. Left stick, I keep this at 0 because moving your left stick is very important when it comes to aim assist. So any type of little movement, it'll move. So right stick, I'd keep this at around 3 to 5, but I would test it out because everyone's control is different. Left stick max input, I leave this to 85, so then I don't have to move it all the way left, all the way right. So when I'm trying to move around, right stick max input is 95, which is the same concept. Gameplay, target aim assist, want it on. I've been trying out Black Ops recently for the aim assist. I'm not noticing much of a difference, but I'll keep you updated. ADS aim assist on. Weapon mount activation, ADS and melee. Weapon mount movement exit off. Depleted ammo weapon switch. So this is when your gun will like change automatically when you run out of ammo. So that's your preference really. Blind fire. I'm not really keen on blind fire. This is a big one here. So if you have this on or at partial, your movement, it just feels like clunky and your slide cancels will be pretty much off. So I'd turn that off to make it seem a bit more smooth. Mantle stance queuing, no idea what that is. I think that must just be trying to unmantle. Keep that on. Auto tack sprint. So this one I've been testing it out with off and tack sprint, because on this card you can now slide without actually having to auto tack sprint, which is good. But I have been using auto tack sprint still just to move around the map quite quick. Auto move forward off. Sprint cancels reload off. Sprint and door bash on. Slide behavior tap. ADS sight, aim down sight behavior hold. Equipment behavior hold. Steady aim behavior hold. All these are hold really, except from reload. You want to make sure this slide behavior is on tap for sure, because if you're not, you're gonna have to hold down every time you want to tap, every time you want to slide. And if you slide cancel, you're gonna have to hold it, then jump, then hold, which is gonna just makes it longer really. Right boys, so in my personal opinion, these are the most important things you need to add on this game. So the filters, here we go, Nvidia filters. To get them up, Alt Z, and then it'll be the game filter tab just there. Then press on that whichever number really. So number 1 has all my filters here. So starting with filter 1, which is color, have these all the way down on 0, temperature at 0, then have vibrance up to 74, 75, doesn't matter really. Then brightness and contrast, have my exposure up a bit because I feel like the game's just a bit dark, to be honest. So yeah, turn that up a bit. Contrast 15%, highlights 0%, shadows all the way down to 100, just so it makes it a bit more lighter. So then details, right? Sharpen I have at 0. I feel like if you put sharpen on, it starts to make like little white edges, which you don't really want on your game because it starts to look a bit shit, to be honest. Clarity 70%. This helps out with if your game's looking a bit blurry and you can't see distance and stuff like that. This would help. Gets rid of some of the blur. HDR toning, I'll leave it 0. Bloom 0 also. Yeah, there's my Nvidia settings. Jesus boys, I always forgot. So go to your desktop. Open this bad boy Nvidia control panel. Go to manage 3D settings, and then you want to copy all of these settings that I'm giving you here. I'll scroll down slowly, so then You can pause whenever you like. I don't know if that was slow, but yeah, you've got to deal with it. Also, change resolution. You want to make sure your refresh rate on your main monitor is at 240 hertz refresh rate. Sometimes it will be at your native resolution up here, and it won't let you select the 240. So you want to scroll down, make sure this PC tab here, select the highest one, and then the highest refresh rate, and then whichever of the monitors you've got, it doesn't matter. Save that, you're good to go. Anyway, boys, I hope this setting video helped you out in any way, shape, or form. I'd appreciate if you could leave a like and maybe a sub. Peace out, boys.